As Nigerians count down to May 29, the inauguration of the 5th president of the country since the return of democracy, the question on the lips of everyone is if the president-elect, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will be sworn in.
This is the largest democracy in Africa, and we couldn't have done any better. We're lucky.
The concern is less about Mr. Tinubu using the national budget to buy Pampers, but more about the many controversies surrounding the Godfather of Lagos' victory at the February 25 presidential poll. But the 71-year-old politician has watered down all these controversies and scandals, saying they are just his enemies' attempts at preventing him from taking his turn to rule. No matter how many times Tinubu shouts emilokan or flaunts the certificate of return, it looks like 5 stumbling blocks are now standing in the way of his inauguration. What are these stumbling blocks? Sit back as we go over the top 5 reasons Nigerians think Tinubu swearing in may only be a dream. Number 3 will definitely shock you.
Hello guys, it's T-Code here for African Glitz.
Look at what we are voting. If you are not voting for APC, they will tear your paper.
Guys, they just stole the ballot boxes from my unit. Like, they literally stole it just now.
If you're all seeing this, GRA Polo, GRA Ikulu Primary School, nobody's voting. The Beavers doesn't tally with the PVCs. This is done, I believe this is on purpose.
Flawed election. It's no secret that the election that led to the emergence of Bola Tinubu as president-elect was marred by so many irregularities, especially the disenfranchisement of voters and wanton rigging. In fact, as of April 16, Premium Times reported that the result on the INEC results viewing portal shows that Peter Obi, not Tinubu, won in Rivers. As Labour Party and many others called for redress, APC specifically told them to stop crying and go to court. But while Peter Obi is asking the court to grant 5 prayers, many other people have been speaking up. One of them is Labour Party Vice Presidential aspirant Dati Baba Ahmed, who specifically urged President Buhari and the Chief Justice of Nigeria not to swear in Tinubu. During a March 23, 2023 interview on Channels Television, Dati said declaring Tinubu a winner and issuing him a certificate of return was against the constitution, and whoever swears in Tinubu has ended democracy in Nigeria. He said, "Mr. President, do not hold that inauguration. CGA, your lordship, do not partake in unconstitutionality. I am telling you that if on May 29, 2023, swear in Tinubu as this result, you have ended democracy, whoever you are. You cannot swear in people who have not met constitutional requirements." Dati is not alone. Prominent Nigerian writer Chief Odeluwa Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie also wrote to the United States and reprimanded them for congratulating Tinubu. Chief Adichie warned that if President Joe Biden recognized Tinubu's presidency, it would tarnish America's commitment to democracy and give a sheen of legitimacy to an illegitimate process.
So my point was to say, be what you say you are. Right? You cannot criticize African countries for being undemocratic while at the same time endorsing something that is quite self-evidently undemocratic.
This begs the question, will Tinubu be sworn in if America listens to the famous author of Purple Hibiscus?
Knowing how much hope and trust that Nigerians invested in this election, knowing that Nigeria is a low-trust society, means, I think, that if people really are sincere and there's really nothing to hide, then you make an extra effort to go out and explain to Nigerians what happened.
Will Tinubu be sworn in if other first world countries follow suit? Will the Chief Justice of Nigeria heed the warning of Dati Baba Ahmed? 2. Drug charges. Nothing is worse than a country with a bad PR and reputation in the global community. Not only will citizens be treated poorly, but the strength of their passports will also weaken significantly. But here is Bola Tinubu, the president-elect, riding on the fact that he made it to the latest edition of Times Magazine 100 Most Influential People in the World. Shockingly, the listing, which was supposed to help present him in good light, has only made him infamous twice as the alleged drug baron president-elect. Not too long ago, what Nigerians thought had died a natural death surfaced again after two global online blogs, Uber Facts and Daily Loud, published certified court documents of Tinubu's drug trafficking case in Chicago many years ago. With combined views of over 5 million, worldwide Google searches for Tinubu increased by over 200% in a matter of hours. No doubt, this is terrible PR for Nigeria and could finally be the time for INEC, the courts, and President Buhari to pull the rug under Tinubu and force him to take a bow.
No matter how provocative a debate is, we still have to tolerate it if we are Democrats and we have a nation to build.
3. Guinean passport. Just when we thought we had seen it all, fresh evidence of Bola Tinubu committing perjury rented the air on April 15, 2023. This is coming after investigative journalist David Hundain published a report alongside photos of Tinubu holding a Guinean passport showing that he's a citizen of Guinea. According to Section 137, subsection 1A of the Nigerian Constitution, a person will not be qualified to be president if he has voluntarily acquired the citizenship of a country other than Nigeria. This automatically disqualifies Bola Tinubu, but INEC and the president-elect camp remained silent until April 16 when the former governor of Lagos State and Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, said Nigeria's constitution allows for dual Nigerian citizenship. After apparent attempts at dodging the question about whether Tinubu has dual citizenship, the minister eventually said, "Dual citizenship? I know he carries his Nigerian passport. I don't know about dual citizenship. I know he resided abroad when he went into exile, but I don't know if they gave him American citizenship." What does that have to do with the result of the election? The last time I checked, I think Nigeria's constitution allows you to have dual citizenship, doesn't it? Does Fashola's statement confirm that Tinubu indeed is a Guinean citizen? Will this lead to his disqualification ahead of the swearing-in ceremony? Or will this lead to his conviction because, according to Daniel Wala of PDP, that may be the end of the Jagaban? He tweeted, "The spokesman said people are searching the constitution from section 1 to 320 to find a ground to disqualify Tinubu." No. He has been disqualified from the Electoral Act before we even reach the constitution. By the time we reach the constitution, it will be to convict him. 4. 25% votes in FCT. Again, while Tinubu got the majority of votes during the election, howbeit questionable, the kingmaker, now king, didn't poll 25% of votes in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. According to provision of Section 134 subsection 2B of Nigeria's constitution, no presidential candidate can be declared a winner in this election without having 25% of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. Since many people started questioning the Independent National Electoral Commission, they have come out to state that a candidate does not need to secure 25% of votes in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, to win a presidential election in the country, but if there is anything, they have failed. Meanwhile, political and legal pundits insisted that Nigeria's constitution clearly mandated a candidate to score 25% of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, before being declared winner in the presidential poll. And now, there is so much pressure on INEC to do the right thing. Will INEC do the right thing? 5. Nowhere to be found. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is nowhere to be found since he was declared the presidential election winner. While some of his aides claim he is in the UK and some said he is in France to rest after the hectic election, some media sources have reported that Tinubu is dangerously ill and taking treatment in a French hospital. Speaking on Channels TV on April 16, Fashola said he was unsure of Tinubu's whereabouts, but he was in France the last time they spoke. "I spoke with him a week ago. He's in France and he's alright. Since 2002 when he hurt his back, almost every time he had traveled, the opposition said he had died. But he still comes back alive. He'll be back soon," he explained. So, the real question remains whether Tinubu will return to the country in time for his inauguration. do you think about the top 5 reasons Tinubu's swearing-in ceremony may only be a dream? Do you agree with our points? Would you say these are enough reasons for INEC, the president, and the country to halt the May 29 inauguration? Lastly, do you think Tinubu's disqualification may also lead to his conviction?
Share your opinion in the comment section down below. If you found this video informative, please comment, like, and share. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be notified every time I upload a new video so that you don't miss out. Thanks for watching and see you on our next one.